Change is in the building. Yeah, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up? How's everybody doing? How you doing tonight, Squeeze? My bad, I said everybody.
Oh, man, it's cool if you want to, address our crowd before you address me. It's all good. Hey, I'm straight, man.
Yeah, you straight?
Yeah, I'm good.
You sure?
Bro.
You sure? I see you got the locks popping and shit, you know?
Yeah.
You just got them redone?
2 weeks ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, they're getting a little bit longer.
Okay, yeah, so like I said, we got Sweets in the building tonight.
Yeah, joining my ace, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
My peanut butter to my jelly.
I wouldn't go with that. I definitely
no, I figure you'd be with that, no?
I definitely would not go that.
So you don't want to be in a sandwich?
You can definitely.
Okay.
Yeah, I prefer not to be in the sandwich.
All right.
Not with you.
I got you.
Yeah, what you smoking tonight?
I just pulled something out my arm, even though it's Maximo era. Don't know too much about it, so I'm about to find out. It is like a 12 gauge double barrel 12 gauge. So it's two cigars rolled into one.
Oh, okay.
And it looks just like.
Okay.
Yeah. So
have you ever had one of those before?
No, it's my first time. So I'm gonna try it on the show.
I like that idea. I like that. That'll probably that should be a really good smoke.
I think so. I gotta see how two cigars being smoked at the same time, if they burn evenly, you know what I'm saying? So that's gonna make it a good or bad smoke. But as far as the way the wrapper looks, that looks good. The design is cool. It's a very interesting concept.
Oh, okay. Well, we're gonna get into that. We definitely gonna get into it. See what it's hitting for. But
what you drinking on?
I'm actually sipping on a. I mean, it's funny that you said something about the peanut butter. Snaps, the peanut butter ale or whatever. But is this an ale? No, I don't think this is an ale.
Nah, that's a porter.
Yeah, porter.
Didn't I give you one of these before?
You definitely give me something that was peanut butter before.
I think it might have been this.
Mm-hmm. I don't think so. I don't think I've ever had a Sweet Baby Jesus.
Chocolate peanut butter porter. Okay. I can only find it in Florida.
Oh yeah.
It may be down here. I haven't seen it yet, but I can only find it in Florida.
Oh, okay. Well, we're gonna see what it do. We definitely gonna see.
Yeah, I like them. I need to buy one of your lighters.
That's cool. Let me see you fire that up. How you gonna fire it up?
I'm gonna toast it first.
How'd you cut it?
B cut. I thought that would have been better cut for this one.
Yeah.
To make sure that I get both sides. Okay. So I'm gonna do the B cut.
Okay. What you get from the dry pour?
I know it's a Lajero blend with like strong dark chocolate. But also drinking a chocolate peanut butter porter, so I'm going to be getting like a double shot of chocolate. Well-aged tobacco. Well-aged tobacco. I'm trying to put it in words. How can I say it? As far as well-aged, distinct. It's been sitting in the humidor long enough that you can kind of tell it's going to be a good smoke.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Because I had it towards the back. I've had it for a minute. My bad. Yeah, I just never pulled it out. Yeah, what you smoking?
I'm on a Golden King cigar. It's actually
Golden King.
Golden Kings. I actually met these guys when we was in Houston last year, and I got a couple cigars from him, and this is one of them. And so I'm about to try it out and see what it's in for. See how it pairs with this chocolate and peanut butter order.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I know I'll be bringing some off the wall stuff to the podcast sometime. Yeah. Hey, at least I'll keep it interesting.
You definitely do. Definitely. But so first off, let's get into sports real quick.
Oh yeah. It's
how you feeling about KD and Kyrie, but KD first?
Well, I know KD said he's looking for a trade. And I think he wanted to go to either Miami or Phoenix.
Yeah. I actually think he would be a really good fit in Phoenix and Miami, but I think he would probably be better in Miami, but I would like to see Chris Paul get a ring.
Yeah, I mean, and I was trying to see how he would fit with them. I mean, KD fit any place because of his skill set. He definitely fits anywhere.
You think so?
Yeah, I think so. Even in Miami, I think that would be a good fit for him. So, but I guess now, as you look back, do you think he should have stayed in Golden State?
I think that if his goal is championships, then he probably should have stayed in Golden State. But if his goal is to prove that he can do it on his own, then he did the right thing by leaving. I just don't think that, I don't personally think that he can win a championship by himself. Like, I don't think he can be the leader of a team and win a championship. I think with Miami, they got Jimmy Butler there who will lead them a lot, and also Bam, who will lead them a lot, you know what I'm saying? So, and if he goes to Phoenix, of course, you know, they got Chris Paul, so and he needs to be somebody's Robin and not be that.
You know, I was just going to say that. Do you think he doesn't need to be a leader? He just needs to go and play, ball out.
Yeah, because that's KD. Like, if you ever watch him during the summer and stuff, he just wants the ball. You know what I mean? So, and that's what he wants to do. He wants the ball. I don't think he has no desire to leave. He wants to go out there and ball. And if he goes to Phoenix, that's all they got to do. Just go out there and ball. And you know, with him and Booker, that's a good tandem. I mean, a good threesome right there, if you will. That is a good threesome. Yeah, so I would definitely like to see that. That'd be real interesting. Although I would like to see him be in Miami and see what he does against Giannis, and then to see him go up against LeBron in the finals again. I know you're probably over there thinking LeBron ain't making this in the finals.
You know what? No, I'm never going to count that man out.
You can't.
Yeah, you can't. Now, but the West is catching up. The West, it's not as easy for him to go through the West as I think when he first got there. Not to say it was easy, but I think all the teams are now more competitive because you're now adding.
I think it's the same way in the East also, though.
Well, yeah.
I think that the East also has some good talent out there that I think kind of gets overlooked. You know what I mean? You think about Philly, you think about Boston, you think about, of course, Milwaukee, Miami, Chicago has a nice young core. The East has some nice teams.
No, the East has some nice teams out there.
The West is probably better, but I mean, you know, we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. Memphis, if Ja didn't get hurt.
Yeah, Memphis. Yeah,
it might have been.
No, Memphis is in the West, I think.
They're in the West.
Yeah, they're in the West. Yeah.
But just teams that are coming up, and maybe Minnesota might take another step next year and be more competitive. Because
is New Orleans in the West or are they in the East?
No, they're in the West.
Oh, they're in the West too. Yeah, I was about to say, they got Zion.
Not just that. They got Ingram and they got McCollum.
Yeah.
And that's going to be a nice, if they can actually glue together, that'll be a really nice tandem, trio.
Yeah.
Man, have you seen Zion? Because remember all before they was calling him fat, you know what I'm saying? And now he's coming out like, say that again.
Oh, he lost some weight?
Oh, yeah, he cut.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
That's good.
Because he was playing the pickle game with some kids.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, with some kids. So he done cut compared to some kids.
Nah. He doesn't look like he's huge among them, you know what I'm saying? Because no, he's a big boy, but he just looks like he's slimmed down and he's definitely been training. You know what I'm saying? So, what about John Wall going to the Clippers?
See, I don't know about John Wall, man. I don't know if he really can ball like that anymore. Not like he used to. So, I mean, that's going to be interesting to watch, I think.
Well, I mean, he doesn't really have to ball like that. He has to be a point guard and give him, I think he can still give him 15 to 20 points, 4 or 5 assists. I think he's still an upgrade to Patrick Beverly offensively. And I think if he has lost a step, that might hurt him on the defensive end. But, you know what I'm saying, I think he's still a good player.
You think so?
I think he's still a good player. And, I mean, while we're on the subject, you know, we can talk about Bradley Beal saying that he might opt in to stay in Washington. And people told me he should leave.
Yeah, I think that he should probably go to the Lakers.
Of course you want him to go. Hey, honestly, I thought he's going to end up in Miami. I thought that would have been a great fit for him.
I don't know. I don't know about Miami.
Because you know what else? I would get rid of the point guard they got.
Was that Drew?
No.
Who's their point guard?
Miami. Dude who came from Toronto.
Oh, Lowry?
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah.
Now Lowry's a beast too, though. Lowry's a beast, man. You tripping. Why would you get rid of Lowry?
Man, they said Lowry out of shape. He don't work out.
Man, come on, man. If somebody out, we're gonna talk about out of shape. We're gonna talk about Zion. That's what we're gonna talk about.
Yeah, but he's not out of shape anymore.
But what you think about Kyrie though?
Because of his contract, it doesn't surprise me. Now, what did surprise me is that KD wanted to leave now. Because all what they were saying before was if Kyrie opt in, KD, you know, saying he's not leaving.
To be honest, I think that the whole idea with KD leaving is because he knows that they're going to trade Kyrie. I think that the whole thing with Kyrie was just a sign and trade. Because I don't think they want Kyrie. I think they're fed up with Kyrie.
Yeah, I mean, listen to Sports and hearing reports about that also.
So I mean, free agency just started tonight, so it's going to be interesting to see, you know, who falls where and you know what's going on. That's going to be really interesting. So, what you getting from that so far?
It's a very smooth stick. The only flaw that I seen it is, you know, sometimes you get air when you pull to get smoke, so I don't feel like you're getting a full pull of smoke from the cigar. So that's the only thing I'm getting is air. And I'm trying to figure out where the hole's at, so I'm trying to cover it. Other than that, when I do get a nice pull, I
think you poked it earlier. Did you poke it down the middle?
No, I just barely poked it. I didn't want to poke it down the middle because I didn't want to separate the two cigars. So actually, I aim for each one. But it's just, I think that's just how it's designed.
Yeah, probably.
Because I think there's just like one leaf that covers it to put them two together. So, but no, good flavor. It's a good clean smoke. It really is. So, if I can get it to burn, I can. Yeah, you're right. This will definitely be a nice stick. So I'm gonna keep on, you know, plugging away. If I can't, I don't want to Ralph it, but it might get Ralph.
We're not doing that. But this Golden Kings, this is pretty nice.
Yeah, but you're not having no damn problem with yours. Yeah, see. Well, I'm gonna sit here and struggle. You're not supposed to struggle smoking a cigar.
Well, you got to bet on black every time.
I do bet on black.
It's the black owned, so I'm not going to have no problem with the black owned folks. Yeah.
Yeah. How's it playing with the beer?
It's actually going pretty good. The beer is bringing out some of the chocolate notes and some of the nutty notes in the cigar. This was actually a really, really good pairing. But I would imagine that that particular beer would pair well with a lot of cigars because of the peanut butter and the chocolate notes in it.
No, I agree with that. Maybe more darker shade cigars.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, I was trying to think who else was on the trading block. Oh, you see the kid from Charlotte got popped for domestic violence.
Yeah, I said felony domestic violence. So
Yeah.
that's worse than regular domestic violence. Like like so he probably did some shit that he probably wish he didn't.
You know, and I guess to a segue about something I wanted to bring up, you know, as far as talking about domestic abuse and felonies and stuff like that, something with the gun laws. So, you know, they're finally trying to set some gun laws so, you know, we can kind of regulate after some of these mass shootings been going on. You know what I'm saying? But one of the points that they wanted to bring up is the boyfriend law. So, and it's like, well, what is a boyfriend?
Yeah, what does that explain that?
Okay. So with most domestic abuse cases, if it involves the husband, they can't buy firearms anymore. But with a boyfriend, they don't have that same clause. So if you're dating a girl and, you know, saying it becomes violent, you start stalking her, blase, you can still get a gun, you know what I'm saying? Whereas as the husband, he can't, or he can't own one, but the boyfriend can still own a gun.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So they're trying to get that loophole closed up. So they said, what is a boyfriend as far as gun laws and domestic abuse is concerned? You know what I'm saying? And I thought that's quite interesting because if he is a violent person and that's his girlfriend, she called the cops, then he shouldn't be allowed to have any guns either. Own or have bought. You know, so and I thought that was real interesting that, you know what I'm saying, they kind of let that go, but they are trying to close down that loophole. You know, with some of the laws and stuff like that. I mean, that's crazy. You know, I mean, you know, bad enough women got all this other stuff going on and they also have to deal with that too. So, and we talking about women now. So, do you want to like, you know, saying get off some of the deep stuff and get a little bit light and then come back to it, or just keep going?
No. I mean, you brought it up, you know what I'm saying? So let's get into it, you know what I mean? Like, so we got the Roe versus Wade. Right? I'm sure that's what you were saying.
Yeah. That's what I'm getting to. Yep.
All right, but
you know what I'm saying? So I don't know exactly when that law was passed, like 90. They said 50 years ago. 50, 60 years ago. And I never got why they're just telling women what to do with their body. You know what I'm saying? When they don't make it like an equal thing, you know what I'm saying, for men and women.
Right.
I mean, I get it, you know what I'm saying, they're the oven, but we got the batter. So it still takes two, you know what I'm saying, at the end of the day. And I don't know how it's going to affect the African American race. And there was a clip about I don't know if she was a congresswoman, senator, maybe she was a councilwoman, but she was like, you know, thank you, Trump, for I'm going to paraphrase the saving white lives. And she said that on the news thing, you know what I'm saying? So I guess, I've heard, I didn't see the data that the birth rate amongst Caucasians have been dropping. I guess they haven't seen the numbers drop. I think the Mexicans may be catching up to them. That's probably what they're scared of. Because I don't know if they see it as a threat.
Well, I think that the numbers are dropping for white people because there's so many interracial relationships. You know what I'm saying? So,
it's no pure white Aryan blood.
Right. Right. So I think that's why the numbers could be dropping. But I mean, I'm also seeing where there's been a spike in men getting vasectomies. Since the laws of the past. Listen, you know what? This is how I feel about that. I feel like, all right, fine.
Would you?
Yes, I would.
Okay.
Yes, I would. Yes, I would. I feel like, okay, so let's say that a man and a woman, have sex and something should happen and she gets pregnant. He wants her to get an abortion and she doesn't. If she still has that baby, he shouldn't have to pay child support. You know what I mean? Like, I told you right off the back, I didn't want a child. Well, and you had it anyway, that's on you. Yeah. But now you take me to court and I got to pay child support.
But he shouldn't have skeeted him.
I mean, the condom could have broke. Anything could have happened. And women can protect themselves too. Women can get IUDs and all that. Stuff. So that's a team thing. But they always want to put on a man like, oh, you shouldn't have nutted at me. Like, what? You could have wore a condom too.
Have you ever tried a female condom before?
I'm not a female, so there's no need for me to try.
But have you ever had sex with a woman?
I don't know. Maybe I did. I've had women who wore birth control who had IUDs.
Right. Well, I guess I guess you would know because it feels just like a rope, but it looks different. I was saying, have you ever even seen it before?
No, I haven't.
Okay, it's kind of weird looking. It has like a ring on the bottom of it, but it slides up in the vagina for the women to wear. Yeah, I actually tried one a couple of times. So
I haven't. But again, like I said, I mean, if we're consenting adults and we're having sex, and you decide to keep the baby. Like, I don't think I should have to pay child support. Like, you're making me do something that I don't want to do. And I told you I didn't want to do it. But I can't make you have an abortion either. You know what I'm saying? So we're part of that little catch-22, you know what I'm saying?
Well, better practice on your pull-out game, whether you got a condom or
even
not.
when you pull out, there's always pre-sperm or whatever you call it, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's all kind of things that could happen, you know what I'm saying? I could have a condom on and the condom bust, or it comes out, I keep stroking and it comes out the back of the condom. I mean, there's all kind of reasons why you can still get pregnant, but all I'm saying is that in an event like that, why is it cool for you to make me pay child support, but I can't make you get an abortion? That's all I'm saying.
Like I said, you better practice on that pull-out game.
Listen, my pull-out game is shit. I ain't gonna lie.
I'm still practicing, and I ain't passed yet. So, I don't have any reason to practice my pull-out game right now. You know what I'm saying? None at all. Mm-hmm. But now, with that, saying, I guess we won't see the effects, I guess, for another, 10 or 15 years. I guess to start to see the beginning of what they were trying to do.
Yeah, I guess.
And along with that, then now you got Justice Clarence Thomas say we should go look at these other cases too to right some errors. Mm-hmm. But he didn't say anything about his situation. Because you should lump interracial relationships into all that. Mm-hmm. Because I get the feeling that America wants to be Christian Anglo-Saxon again. You know what I'm saying? Like, just pure, straightforward, 1960, all that stuff. Like, they want to get back to that time. Mm-hmm. And even though we're ways from that, I don't think we ever go back to that. Too many things have changed and people want to fight for what they, have achieved. So, but anything that I'm gonna articulate. I think a lot of stuff that they've done since the 1940s, where almost to where when women didn't have the right to vote, and I'm not saying that was 1940s, but whenever they passed that law, they couldn't work. Then you had Black people; they had laws against them. Are we trying to trend back to that situation slowly? They're like walking back certain things, saying enacted certain laws. So when this law get passed, because it passes, now they can be like, well, this law passed, so that saying that right can be repealed because of that. Some stuff that indirectly affects certain things. It's like it's a bigger plan than sometimes just this. This was like the first tumbling block. So just gotta, I guess, pay attention to what's going on.
Yeah,
That cigar smells amazing though.
Oh yeah, you like this?
Yeah, I do like the scent. Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, man, these are some cool brothers. Let me tell you. So when we was in Houston, the game that I be liking to play where I say the no face shot, where you can't make a face when you take a shot. I never played that.
You played the see a shot, take a shot.
Oh, okay. So what is this thing that I'll be doing where I'll be like, all right, so we all gonna take a shot. Whoever makes a face,
right,
gotta take 2 more shots. So like you gotta be straight face when you take that shot. Right.
I'll win every time.
I always make a face.
Yeah, you do.
Right.
no matter what.
Right. So all right, so when we was in Houston, I did that. I had bought some Lobos, LeBron's tequila. And so these guys were sitting right behind us. And I started talking to them like, yo, we about to take some shots, you know what I'm saying? Because we were just all kicking. I just turned, they was random strangers at that time. I'm like, yo, we about to take some shots, but you can't make a face. If you make a face, you got to take 2 more shots. Okay. They was like, well, what we taking? I'm like, tequila. They were like, oh, man, you're making it hard. But all right, we'll see what's up. So, So we take the shots. And we did it like 4 times. We did like 4 different times. And as I started talking to them, they was like, yeah, we got our own cigar brand called Golden Kings out of Atlanta. I was like, word? Oh, dope. Yeah, and so
holding out, man.
At one of the other events, you know what I'm saying? I got a couple cigars from them and whatnot, and I had smoked them before, because that was a year ago, back in May last year. And so also, and I also want to give a shout out to a guy from the Black Box Cigar Club, because I got this one in the Black Box Cigar Club subscription.
Oh, word? Okay.
Yeah. You should definitely try it out. They're definitely a plug for my guy. His name is Dan. And at some point, we're definitely going to have him on the show. But anyway, so yeah, this is a really nice cigar. So I'm definitely going to have to shout them out and holler at them at some point.
Cigar break.
Yeah.
First Thursdays, how is it?
Like I said, man, this is amazing. Mine is amazing. I just spoke about mine.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
So
yeah,
tell me about yours.
If I can keep it lit. So it's not a white paper bag because the flavors are amazing on it.
We need to bring this thing back.
But yeah, it's hard when I'm providing the cigars that we smoke on the show. Even though I do try random cigars just to see, how they are. I just haven't had a white paper bag in a minute.
Maybe we could do like a 5 mic type of thing. You know what I mean? Like rated on a mic. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, I got you.
Maybe we won't call it 5 mics. We will call it 5 torches
or something like that. Yeah, I got you.
And do it like that. Since it is hard to say what paper bag. You know what I'm saying? We really only spoke what we like, so that's kind of hard.
Yeah, or at least, we kind of research like I would like to try that.
Right.
Now, if it's something that somebody's sending us, or if we pull something out of a cigar club and it's not a good, saying, like I think I only had maybe 1 or 2 wet paper bags, type cigars. This would definitely not be one of them. And I think maybe the wrapper leaf might be cracked too, so I think that's why I'm taking the air.
Maybe it's just kind of more. Maybe it's kind of more just like a novelty like type of deal. You know what I mean?
It is.
It would probably be better if it was like braided, maybe. You know what I mean?
Oh, like a Calibra?
Yeah.
Something like that, intertwined. But that'd be nice though.
Yeah, I mean, because it seems like it would have to be kind of airy because it's just like together like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's gotta have like a streak down the middle, even if it's a thin streak. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess maybe I might try to take these apart next time because I wouldn't mind trying to smoke these again. You know,
that would probably affect it though, because I'm sure that outside wrapper kind of, aids in the taste of it.
I'm pretty sure it does, but I'll still but I think the whole thing is Ligero throughout, so I think that's why it's called Maximo Ligero. Could be, but yeah, I'm trying to get past my first thirds. I'm trying, man. The pairing is good. When I can get a puff of smoke, that's good. It's smooth. It's not peppery. I'm trying to change the angle of how I'm taking a puff out of it too, see if that'll help. So I'm not giving up on it yet. You know what I'm saying? Not yet.
There is something I wanted to bring up. So I'm sure you've heard. Well, let me play this clip for you.
Look, y'all. Every day, my baby daddy come here with one meal for my child, but I have 3 other kids. We have 1 kid together, but he only want to come and bring one thing to McDonald's. But what about my other kids?
All right, so you heard that clip. I'm gonna let you comment on this first.
You sure about that?
Or you? No, yeah, you go first.
Honestly, I don't care.
Huh?
I don't care.
About what?
About the situation.
No. You probably don't.
I know, but still come.
What I'm saying is, so how do you feel about the idea of the baby daddy coming through and bringing his child something to eat, but not the other children?
That's a multi-layered question.
Is it?
It is in a sense. Okay, we understand that he only has that one child with him, and it's not his responsibility to bring, other kids food. That's her responsibility and other kids' fathers. But if you know he's coming by, and they don't get that. So, but at the end of the day, I mean, saying, I don't care.
All right, so this is my take on it. And I've been in this situation before, right? Where I have a daughter, and my daughter will call me sometimes and ask me to bring her, or send her some money or whatnot.
Right.
Or like when I would, go to Texas to visit, and I would, take them all out to eat. Now, I feel like it's not his responsibility. As foul as it may seem, it's definitely not his responsibility. Now, if he decides to take them all out or, buy them all or something, that's fine. But
he shouldn't have to do it all the time.
I don't think he should have to do it, period.
Unless he wants to, unless he deems it that I feel like doing that, you know what I'm saying? But but he shouldn't be responsible for doing that.
No, that's definitely not his responsibility. Now, it will create a little sibling rivalry or whatnot, within the kids. But
we talk shit. And I ain't sharing.
But that's not his responsibility.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
So if it's me in that situation, I would definitely oh hey, what up? We got Jemi's in here watching.
Jemai, what up, Jemai?
Yeah. And my homegirl Tawanda. Hey Tawanda. But yeah, so now Jemai said he bought the big drink too. But yeah, no, he definitely should not be obligated. And I think, all right, so look at it like this. So let's say it was Mariah Carey, right? All right,
Scary Carrie.
Mariah Carey, right? And she brings over her and Nick's son some food. Is she obligated to bring the other children? Because he got 8 other children. Is he obligated to bring them food too? No, he's not. And nobody would think nothing of it. That would not even be a conversation. The conversation would be, well, he's a man, he needs to provide. And I think that's what's foul about the whole shit.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, if it was a woman, nobody would think nothing of it.
No, they wouldn't.
The fact that it's a man, it's like, oh, it's a big problem.
You know what? No. Because they would think, because the woman's a mother, she's nurturing, she would actually think about the other kids.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Maybe.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But
and you know what? Speaking of which, I got my baby mama in here right now as we talking about it.
Oh.
Yeah, my baby mama in here. And I was just talking about this. Maybe she can comment on it. Maybe she can comment on it because I bought her, when I would send Nesta food, send Nesta money, you know what I'm saying? I would always send enough so that, she could always, share with her sisters. Or when I came down there, right, I would always, take them all out or whatnot. But my main focus is my daughter. So,
it is, yeah.
But I just thought that was a crazy situation that, they was trying to pass the guy over. When that's not his responsibility.
No, it's not. That's why I say it's a non-subject. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. She sounded trifling.
And then she was like, my food stamps don't come to the 7th. Like, bro, that's not my problem. Like, no, that's not my problem.
It's not. You know what I'm saying? And I hear people trying to argue for her. I'm like, stop. You know what I'm saying?
You can't. There's no argument.
There's no argument. Sometimes you have to take responsibilities for your situation.
Yeah.
And do better. You know what I'm saying? If you can. And hopefully you are trying to do better so you won't stay in that situation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but about all that, plain and simple.
You sound like Porky Pig just now.
Plain and simple. It's not that man's responsibility. If he decides to, cool. If he doesn't, I know people were saying, that's petty that he don't. No, it's not petty. Like, my concern is my child. Like, whatever, she said she had 3 other children. Okay, then take care of your 3 other children. I'm here for mine.
Yeah. Well, I bet she won't let him have custody, so that won't be a problem anymore.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
But she got eyelashes on and good lace front. Facts.
I didn't see, I didn't even see the video. I just heard the clipping, so I didn't want to look at that.
Hey, Frank Cam.
Oh, so she's
all. My homegirl, Callie.
Oh, what up, Callie?
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, so all her, she's
all right,
nice
so
looking, put together with her.
So, all right, so my baby mama said, and let me shout out her real name instead of calling her my baby mama, because my daughter is grown now.
Right.
So her name is Risa. No, because I was thinking if I was going to say her whole name or just.
Oh, okay.
So her name is Risa. So she says, but he wouldn't want the other kids' dads to do that to his child. All right, so in my case, I wouldn't care because it's my job to take care of my child. So
because that's what he's doing, so he's not concerned with other things.
I'm not concerned about what some other dad is doing. So
exactly,
it's different.
So yeah, I know people got their opinions, but y'all need to stop. Y'all got to think about that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And he's probably like, damn, that's when I should have pulled out.
And then we go back to the Roe versus Wade.
Exactly. See how all this shit connects?
See how this thing makes a U-turn? How she ran out of stamps. I don't know how she ran out of stamps. That's really none of my concern.
Okay, she should have food then.
Yeah, she should definitely have food.
And she should be like, she should tell them, don't bring any food because I got food. We're going to eat. If you want to take them out, then y'all, whatever y'all do while y'all out, but don't bring food to the house for him. And maybe she should set the rules. Don't bring food to the house for him if you're not going to bring food for all. I can almost respect that.
Well, I mean, yeah, okay. So
just
Risa said, which is my daughter's mom. You wouldn't want your child to feel left out. And I already answered that. My daughter would just call me. You know what I'm saying? What she has, in a situation like that, I don't think she would necessarily feel left out. She would just call me and ask me to send her some money, and it wouldn't be no thing. Dude said, bring him to the car. That could have been an option too. You know what I'm saying? We'll go to my car, you know what I'm saying? Just sit in my car and eat.
But if he's there and they're outside, the other kids don't come outside too. Just come hang around.
I think what we need to know is how old the other kids are. I mean, I think that's important because you said earlier about cutting the Big Mac into 4 pieces. What kid is eating a fourth of a Big Mac, bro? Like,
I was just, that was one of the pictures that somebody posted on Facebook.
All right, so
and somebody said that was a good idea. I'm like,
my girl Kelly said she's showing him she don't appreciate him trying. The other men abandoned their children because he showed up for his. She mad. Okay, let him take him with him.
Facts. That's what I was saying. Yeah.
But see, we don't know the rest of that story. So
no,
maybe he is around and maybe he just didn't bring the kids something. I don't know. Either way it go. It's not my responsibility, and that's the bottom line. Like, I hate to say it, but fuck you and the kids. Like, bro, like, this ain't about, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm here for mine. It's like,
yeah, it's like, you can't
but, and I'm talking shit, but, and Risa's in here, she can, hey, Aunt Adria, and she can vouch for me that, you know what I'm saying? I would always say enough money for
everybody.
For them all. Because because again, I would feel bad. You know what I'm saying? Even though it's not my responsibility, I would feel bad.
Yeah.
And like I said, when I would go down there, I would take them all out to eat. Not saying that they didn't have nothing to eat. Not saying they didn't at all. But I would just because they're in the house. So you know what I'm saying? Like,
but she gets food stamps for 3 kids. She should be getting
4 kids.
4 kids, yeah. She should be getting a nice amount that should be food now.
Well, somebody said she was just selling.
Most people sell some because they can't spend it all.
Oh, look at that. Risa, my baby mama said. Let me stop saying my baby mama. My baby is not a baby. She got 2 babies.
Yeah, she got 2 babies.
But she said, you're a good man and always has it. Oh, thanks, girl. But
you must have paid your child support on time like you're supposed to.
Hey, I'm done now. I'm finally done with that shit. But yeah,
that's what she was like. Yeah, you good, man. Yeah, I got my check on the first. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But no, that's great. That you took care of your responsibilities.
To help her, maybe he would have instead of putting him on blast. Yeah, I think that, she probably could have just talked to him. But, she made it seem like that was something that he always did. That he's done that before. But again, regardless of whether he's done it before, at least he is taking care of his child.
He's consistent.
Yeah, taking care of his child.
Yeah, that's why I say she shouldn't be blasting. She should, saying, I appreciate it. But if you like that, you're not going to think about the sensible ways of having a grown folks conversation. Saying communication skills and stuff like that, because y'all have a child together. So you got to communicate, for the kid's sake. And if she might, and if she did come to him in a correct way, he might adjust to some of it. I'm not saying that he's going to buy food for him, but he might think about some stuff when he come over there. And might, consider her situation with the kids, because our rest of the kids might be bigger than his and they might jump him, and take his food from him.
But the final word of the day is he is not wrong. Obligated.
No, he's not.
Take care of somebody else's children.
Yeah. No, not at all. Not at all. You know what I'm saying? Did we talk about how they're using rap lyrics in court cases and stuff, especially with the the YSL situation.
Yeah, we did.
We did bring that
Yeah,
up.
we
Okay,
did.
okay. I know it's going to be constantly ongoing thing. You know what I'm saying? And it's just that's crazy.
Yeah,
especially if they're not guilty of what they're saying that they're guilty of.
Yeah. But I think that in order to find out if they're guilty of it, has to be investigated. But that's my thing. I don't think it should even be investigated because you don't investigate Robert De Niro.
And I want to bring those like they make movies more graphic. We people just talking like they get to practice, you know what I'm saying, shooting guns, all type of, you know what I'm saying, stuff, and they get to do military strategy, you know what I'm saying, but you don't bring them up on charges. You know, I mean, and I was gonna say something like a thought on that, you know, but yeah, no, I totally agree with that. You know what I'm saying, the way they do in the boys.
What's your thought on it?
Oh, I know, but and not to saying move away from your question, but say that they was investigating them for 10 years, so you had your investigation. You know what I'm saying, but we'll see. You know, saying what comes out in court. If they have real hard evidence, like they actually did some crimes, all right, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? They got caught, you know what I'm saying, with their hand in the cookie jar. Yeah. But if you're just basing your case on their rap lyrics, just so you can climb up the ladder, like, look what I did. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I did this. With this amount of evidence, I still got them locked up. Mm-hmm. Knowing that now you're destroying a whole generation of families that can't feed themselves anymore because they bought jobs, you know, saying money, and they could have made a different life for a whole community. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it's not just them two. You might be talking about hundreds of people, maybe thousands, not 100,000, but yeah, you know what I'm saying? And that's being affected, and that's a lot. Mm-hmm. You know, especially when you talk about an organization that's doing business. Mm-hmm. But my thoughts on it is like, well, which I just stated, if it's just based on lyrics, stop it. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But if it's based on hard evidence, then, you know, I ain't got nothing to say about that.
Yeah, we're gonna come back to that after we well, not that, but speaking of Rico Act, we're gonna get back to that. We speak about your cigar real quick.
Oh yeah, still struggling through it. I think I'm still my first urge, man. It's like, yeah, and I said when I do smoke it, it smokes good. It doesn't stay lit. Yeah, it's hard to smoke. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, I hate to be throwing it in your face, but this one, excuse me, this one is pretty good.
That's why I got more stars.
This one is really, really good. I'm thoroughly impressed with it. Although, like I said, I've had a couple of them before, and it's just as good now as it was then a year ago. So, and I would definitely recommend this again. Like I said, it's called Gold and Kings out of Atlanta. Gold and Kings, the ampersand sign, if you're looking it up. And they're out of Atlanta. I can't think of the brother's name right now. It's been a minute, but I actually need to talk to them because I told them I would get them on the show, but we have just been busy and I haven't had a chance yet.
Yeah, it seems like we got a couple of people we need to get up on.
Yeah, we do. Yeah. We do. And I have good, though. Yeah, and I have been talking to my guy, Jansen, from Black Box Cigar Company about getting him on the show too. And I just haven't had a chance because I've been so busy and whatnot. But we're definitely going to put that in the works. But so this is what I want to say about the Rico thing. So you heard about the R. Kelly business.
I heard about the R. Kelly business.
And, they trying to make that like a Rico thing.
Hold up now. What? Not R. Kelly sentencing, but
well, R. Kelly got sentenced to 30 years. Let's touch on that real quick.
Starting off because he also got some other cases coming.
Yeah, starting off for 30 years.
Yeah.
So how do you feel about R. Kelly just getting just with the 30-year case?
I still feel that if he did those crimes, then hey, dude. But saying hold your butt cheeks tight. But where's everybody else getting locked up too? He had help.
Do you think 30 years is enough? Or do you think it's too much? Or you satisfied with it?
I'm trying to, keep his, because I'm hearing his music and it's like I want to hear more of R. Kelly's music, saying, sometime in the future. Nah, if those girls are that young, now one thing they used the Aaliyah thing, and I don't think they should have, been able to use that as evidence because it's not like that wasn't public knowledge that he did that. You know what I'm saying?
Just because it's public knowledge don't make it cool.
No. That's not what I'm saying. They should have came and locked him up years ago for that. You know what I'm saying? There's like there's paperwork.
You think there should have been a time limit?
If I guess from what I've been getting, that was a big part of their case. To prove. No, it wasn't right. I'm not agreeing with it. She's no longer living. She had parents. Where were they at the time? You know what I'm saying? So if Aaliyah was still living, she would be what, 40? Something like that? Somewhere around that. So you're talking about like 20-something years ago? I'm just saying. I mean, then you can bring out Elvis because he did it. You know what I'm saying? They ain't come back and get him. I'm even jump subjects. Well, no, not yet. I will get into something in a little. But just based on recent things that if he's still doing that, then yes, he needs to go. He's a predator.
All right, so you feel like 30 years is justified?
No.
You think you should get more or
less?
Less?
Yeah.
All right, so I agree that he probably should have gotten less time. He's been in jail for a while for one. He's lost everything that he had, you know what I mean? And I mean, ultimately, I think that, he obviously has a sickness, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know if jail is necessarily a place for him, you know what I mean?
Right.
But he definitely should do some time, probably. He definitely should do some time. But I think that, because there's so much in the public, and they did the little documentary, which I think was foul. They did the little Saving R. Kelly, Surviving R. Kelly, whatever it was called.
Yeah.
Like, I think that was foul. You know what I mean? It was already in the public, so everybody who was on the jury team, I'm sure they've heard about it. You know what I mean? So they've been influenced by, what they see. He didn't have a chance to speak about it. And again, like you said, there's other people that should be involved.
Yeah, there should be some other people getting locked up. RICO. So there's a whole system. There's a whole enterprise.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? One person normally cannot run an enterprise by themselves. So that means somebody else has to be complacent with helping him. And
there was somebody that was bringing the girls there.
Yeah, so there was testifying that
there was people that weren't saying anything about the shit that was going on.
Right.
Or whatever it was that was going on.
Because you was getting money, so therefore you should have equal responsibility.
Yeah, definitely. I think 30 years is a long time for somebody to be in jail on a non-violent offense.
Yeah,
because, and again, like you said, I'm probably kind of biased because in my mind, I'm hearing R. Kelly singing,
yeah.
Right? And to be honest, I'm thinking to myself, like, just let him out just so he can do a person against Chris Brown. That's facts.
Speaking of that, did you see the one with the was it Ray J and
Ray? It was Ray J and Sandy and Bobby V and
Mario.
No.
So it was supposed to be a Mario versus Mario.
It was Mario against Mario. But before that, it was Ray J, Bobby Valentino, Sammy.
Yeah.
And who was the other one? Oh, Pleasure P from From I forgot the group.
Wasn't he did he get in trouble for that same thing too?
Yeah, I don't know.
One of them dudes got in trouble for underage girls with what's the name of the group? 14? No, it wasn't 14.
It was damn. It'll come to me.
Yeah.
But anyways, yeah, I did see some of it. Well, I didn't see the pre-show.
Okay.
I didn't see the pre-show. I just heard about it. I started watching the Omarion and Mario, but I couldn't watch it because I was listening to Omarion sing. I'm like, I'm not watching this shit.
Yeah, because I think out of all of them, Sammy can sing, Mario can sing.
Yeah. Mario tore it up.
Yeah. Now, I think Ray J can sing too. Well, maybe. I know Sammy can sing. I know Mario can sing. I know these guys got a couple of hits between them.
Yeah, they definitely do. I mean, the thing about Sammy is like, and listen, this is not a knock against Sammy, but ain't nobody heard nothing from Sammy since he was a kid, bro. Like,
yeah, I think the last time I heard a hit from Sammy was in 2005.
It's been a while. Yeah, and he was a kid.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, for him to come out there, I mean, he actually put out an album probably about like 2 years ago, I think it was.
And it probably didn't get much airplay or something.
Yeah.
I mean, it might not have been bad,
you know. But the thing about Mario is Mario sounds just like Mario.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that Omarion didn't, but Omarion was never known for like singing. He was known for dancing.
Yeah, performing and dancing.
Yeah. So, but Mario sounded really good. I mean, he even sang a song that nobody had heard of. Like he just like, man, I'm trying out some new shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And he still sounded good. But yeah, that was interesting.
That was interesting. Now, Ray J, Pleasure P, Bobby Valentino, and Sammy someone they might make a super group. So I think Sammy's gonna be the lead singer, and everybody's gonna be the backup.
Is that true?
I don't know if that was a made up, but it was like if you read some of the articles about that night, they put that in there. So like, and it might have been putting it as a joke, you know what I'm saying?
I hope it was, because the way they sounded last night, that tarnished their reputation. So
it did.
Only concerts they're gonna be able to do is the backyards.
Yeah, matter of fact, because with Ray J, Brandon was like, she gave him tea, but I wonder if that was a underhanded message like, hey, I'm spilling the tea that you shouldn't go out there because you're not going to sound good. Like, stay home, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because it was like, he was deleting her messages and she was like, I told you. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, listen. They should have kept that. Like, they should have stayed home.
Mm-hmm.
And listen, when I was watching the Omarion, like Mario was dogging Omarion the whole time. And Omarion, like I remember when they had that issue when Raspy or whoever, Lil Fizz, had ended up dating his baby mama.
So it was Lil Fizz, yeah, okay.
Right, and so he started acting like he didn't give a fuck, right? He still had that same attitude, even when Mario was talking. Still like, man, I don't give a fuck about what you're talking about. And I thought that was dope.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because Mario was talking cash shit to me.
Well, that's what he can do anyway.
I mean, he just was like, man, I ain't fazed by what you talk about. You know what I mean? And from what I could see, Omarion, like he just seemed like a cool cat. Like,
right.
So I kind of felt bad for him. To be honest, I thought Omarion, going into it before it happened, I thought Omarion was gonna roast Mario because I could only think about like 2 or 3 songs that Mario got. I just thought that Mario was gonna get out there and he started performing, and it was like that was gonna take the crowd. I thought, but it didn't happen like that.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's the good part about verses. You don't know who's gonna come out on top. There's another one lined up already. Oh, it's supposed to be Chris Brown against Usher.
They did line that up.
So if I'm not mistaken, they did line that up. That's supposed to be coming up down the pipe.
Oh, I hadn't heard that, and I done seen several interviews with Chris Brown. And they've asked him about it. He's like, "No, I don't see." He's like, "Usher, my guy," but I don't see that even happening.
Okay.
But if that's the case, I mean, again, and I'm a big Usher fan. I'm a huge Usher fan. But I just think that ain't nobody better Chris Brown. Okay. Chris Brown got hits. Like he'll jump on this podcast and make this podcast a hit. Like, he's just a hit man. He's just a walking hit. I heard somebody talking about Chris Brown in an interview I was watching. It was like, man, Chris Brown is the most talented person I've ever seen. It was like Chris Brown. Yeah. Chris Brown, you be sitting at Chris Brown's house and he'll play you some new music that you ain't heard before from him. I mean, his music. Right. And then he'll just bust out, be like, hey, we'll see me do a backflip. Do a backflip. And then next thing you know, he'll just start painting. Like they say that he's he just, right. Yeah, like the man can dance. The man can play basketball. Like there's nothing that Chris Brown can't do. So, I mean,
just generations, Michael Jackson and Prince roll into one.
But I mean, yeah, pretty much.
Which is, even though he said that he's not better than Michael Jackson.
I mean, of course, he's gonna be humble about it.
Yeah, he's supposed to, because he came before him, and of course, he took from Michael Jackson.
Oh,
so
right.
You don't
that's an idol. I've been so quick to say that.
Yeah, so that's but I did want to get into something when we was talking about. Man, I didn't want that to sit in my mind because there's something I want to say about that whole situation. I want to, get into the whole, they found an arrest warrant for the white lady who said that Emmett Till had whistled at her or whatever, and that's the reason he got killed. So they said they found the arrest warrant inside the courthouse. I think it was a courthouse, but inside the basement, the files. It was never served to it. You know what I'm saying? So now it's like, well, since they had an arrest warrant, and with murder, there's no limitation on that. And they can still serve that warrant, to the lady because it was never served. You know what I'm saying?
So how old? Like,
it doesn't matter. She got somebody killed.
Facts.
And they just.
What was the arrest warrant for?
What was it called?
Why was it never served?
Seriously? We're talking about the 1940s, Mississippi.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
He quote unquote allegedly whistled at a white woman and she went back and told. You know what I'm saying? So why you think? And why you think it wasn't served? What they say that, and again, I don't know if somebody was making a joke, but the sheriff said this woman has 2 kids and she shouldn't be bothered. Because, they did stuff like that. It wouldn't surprise me if that happened. You know what I'm saying?
Hold on, you said they said that then, or they saying that now?
Then. Oh, that's why it wasn't served then. But it's, they came and got Cosby. They came and got R. Kelly. They just locked this Nazi guard up.
Who was 105 years old.
Right.
Yeah, he did like 5 or 10 years or some shit.
And he only served 3 years on the camp that he was at. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So if they're doing that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Something probably definitely should be done about that. I want to know what the warrant was for. And then go into more detail about,
I forgot what's the murder. It's I think it has something to do with the murder. Or had to be something to do with the murder.
We need to look into that. But you got some cigar info?
Hey man, this what am I smoking right now? Padilla? Yeah. This La Terenza, much better. Great pull. You know what I'm saying? It's like, but you know what? I'm going to take apart that maximum. I'm gonna smoke them individually. I'm gonna make it work. I'm not throwing it away. I'm gonna make it work. But this is way better. Now I wanted to talk about you got a whole bunch of different style sizes and the way that cigars are made.
Right.
So, and being that how they combine tobacco and the shapes and stuff, it does changes the flavor with, you know, saying with the small ones to the big ones to the torpedoes, cream and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just wondering, like, you know, which one has the best flavor? You know, as far as like the different style cigars, the way that they're made.
Mm-hmm.
So like with your Parejo, you know, saying that's the flathead with the regular cigar. Then when you talk about your Figurados, that's when they get shaped and they're different, you know what I'm saying? So I was trying out different cigars. I was researching different sizes. And from what I found, it's like the most important part and where most cigars get their flavor from is the wrapper. And with like Petit Coronas, Lancero, stuff like that, because they use less tobacco inside of it, they get to use the more wrapper.
Yeah.
And they pack a flavorful punch. But also on the flip side, if you have a Churchill or like a Diaderma or something like that, they can also pack a lot of flavor too because you do have more tobacco in it.
Yeah.
And it's just one of those things. It's like you're winning both ways. Now the one that's left out is the Toros and the Robustos. Nothing wrong with them. They're great. I'm not saying that, you know, saying now everybody should switch to these two because you get.
I prefer Toro.
Yeah, Toros, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Actually, I like Figurados. Because I think you get the best in both worlds. It's like it's going to transition because you start out with a little bit of tobacco and more wrapper. Then it comes to where it's more filled, and then you get a different flavor, and then it kind of goes back. So, you know, to me, that's what I gravitate towards. And, you know, everybody's going to be different. But if you definitely smoking cigars, yeah, you should try all different sizes. And, you know, basically it's whatever feels comfortable to you, whatever is appealing, you know, saying. So, and also what type of wrappers you like. But, you know, saying out of curiosity, because you know, saying I'm just wondering what, you know, saying which size cigars, you know, will give you more flavor, you know. But I'm going to go down that rabbit hole and smoke a bunch of different ones. Because matter of fact, with that, the Kentucky Fried Curry one at KFC's. You gave me the 10 with the little small ones.
Right.
They're delicious.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And they're smaller cigars. Yeah. And every time I smoke, I'm like, damn, these shit's good. You know, and I smoked the big one too. And that's
you need to try the T52.
You was telling me that. And now that I've been kind of researching this stuff, now I do want to try, you know, saying smaller cigars just to see, you know, and especially like sometimes during lunch, I want to smoke a cigar. Well, you know, you don't have but maybe 30 to an hour, you know, according if your employer likes you or not, you know, he'll give you an hour. Someone give you 30 minutes, even though you're supposed to get 2 15-minute breaks too. But anyway, I digress off of that. You might only have time for that, you know, saying petite, cigarette or whatever, but they're still good to smoke. And
give you really good flavor.
They give you really good flavor. You're not really being cheated because it's a small cigar.
Right.
But I said the most important part is the wrapper.
Yeah.
The fillers are too, but that wrapper can change the game, you know what I'm saying, with it.
Yeah.
I was like last week on the show, I was smoking the ATL Magic. Is it Black Magic or Magic? Magic. So they had and when I was researching it, they had the double Harold plant that was part of the filler from the Pablo Pueblo Navarro farm, and it was supposed to be a really good Lajero plant. Well, I found out that same one was in the MX2. So, and I smoked that also. Great stick. Next year, that's what I'm smoking. I'm talking about that. So I'm on them getting so much about that. But I love how that one smoked too, and it intrigued me because I found out they both have that particular filler as part of their makeup, their profile, and their sticks. You know, what I'm saying, respectively. So it's just like, now it's like, I can explore different tobaccos and with different sizes, because I think the ATL was like a 5x60. I think it's a little bit longer than the MX2, which might have been a 5x50 or something like that. So now I can see with a longer filler, a longer cigar, compared to one that's a little bit shorter, and see, how the flavors change. And then, they go into where the longer the stick, the cooler it burns, and then the more flavor comes from it. Whether with shorter sticks, it gets a little bit harder, because it, it's a small stick. So then I guess at the same time, you got to be careful about how you smoke the cigar too to enjoy it, because it's a small stick, and if you have a habit of pulling hard on it, you couldn't mess up the flavor. Oh, yeah. Saying pause for, man. I'm talking too much again.
No, I was saying pause.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, so, are we at top 5 now? You got a top 5?
I do have a top 5 for you.
Okay, go.
Yeah,
you got it written down already?
Yeah, I was like, because normally I forget sometimes. Sometimes I do have one, but sometimes I forget. I'm like, I have a top 5.
All right, let's go.
All right, so my top 5. When you buy a house, whenever that time comes, what are 5 things that you want to have inside that house for your pleasure?
That's easy. That's easy. I want a 2-car garage. I want a back patio. I want a master bedroom to be on the bottom floor. I want a nice size yard, and I'd like for it to be in Georgia. That's my top 5.
Okay.
All right, so I got one for you.
All right, what's up?
All right. And this goes along with the show that we have tonight.
All right.
All right. So, name for me the top 5 R. Kelly songs.
12 Play, Summer Bunny, Honey Love, Sex Me, parts 1 and 2. Man. Ignition.
A remix?
Either or. They were dope. They were saying dope song.
Okay.
And I think that's fine. And that's just what comes to my head, you know what I'm saying? Because dude, you know what I'm saying, dropping platinum hits every time he, you know what I'm saying, pick up his pen. So I just, I wish he was a different person, you know what I'm saying? So we can enjoy him the same way we got to enjoy a lot of our icons to get old, you know what I'm saying? At least some of them, you know what I mean? So, somewhat of an interesting fact. Before we go, and I guess because I didn't know, on the Black Panther, when Killmonger talked about, I want to be like my ancestors and jump off the ship because I didn't want to be captured, right? You know what I'm saying? Now he said the ocean did.
Probably.
Okay. Do you know where that actually happened at?
Where?
It happened in Sapelo Island in the swamp. So right here in Jordan.
Oh, did it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And when I was looking at that, I was
I don't know the Sapelo Island. Where is that?
so
exactly?
that's near Brunswick and which shocking
Darien?
in Darien. So that's over in that area. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
So the ship came in, they revolted, they killed everybody, and they was like, and I guess they couldn't get back. Because I was wondering why didn't they sail back? Everybody said, well, why did they kill themselves? You know what I'm saying? So and hopefully I'm stating all the facts correctly, that they were actually in port, they were inland, not out in the middle of the ocean where they could have turned around and maybe go someplace else, you know what I'm saying? But they were already here. So they wouldn't have got far, and they didn't want to get captured again. Some of them did, so they walked out into the either swampland or whatever inland water body, and they just drowned themselves. But they according to the readings, some of them did get captured because they started. I guess somebody got away and then alerted, you know, saying some of the plantation owners and stuff like that, like, hey, they don't say jumping off the boat. And they killed themselves, and like, you know, they already paid for them. So they was like, well, we about to lose a whole bunch of money. So yeah, they did capture some of them, a lot of them, you know, saying, yeah, it was like, yeah, I'm not going there. I didn't know that it was in Georgia that you know, saying, and it's called Evo Landing. So Evo Landing. That's the story.
The person said Sabo.
No, Sapelo Island.
Oh, Sapelo Island.
Yeah, Evo Landing. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
For the Igbo tribe, you know, people whatnot. So that's just it was interesting when I read
it. Okay, that's some dope info right there.
Yeah. I just figured that, you know, saying since you're the fat, I really thought that you knew that. I was like, yeah, I knew that Sweets.
I'm definitely gonna look that up though.
Yeah, please do. If I'm
that's
not
some interesting information.
Yeah, if I'm not correct, I want you correct. But if I'm not mistaken, that's what happened.
Oh, okay. We'll talk about that on the next episode and see. I mean, you know, and get, you know, the story.
The whole story.
More in depth to it with it.
Yeah, I like that.
So, I'm imagining you don't have anything else to say. Any shout outs?
Shout outs. Can't think of anything right now. Look, I should have some shout outs. Nah, not really, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad to be here. You know what I'm saying? It's nice sharing a cigar and great conversation, and hopefully I'm entertaining, you know what I'm saying, some people out there and stuff like that. So, yeah, no shout outs today.
Well, since you didn't say it, I'm going to say it for you. We're going to give a shout out to Monk's Corner out there.
Shout out to Monk's Corner. Damn right.
It's too late. I already shouted out to you.
Hey, well, shout out to Cleveland.
I'm not from Cleveland, so shout out.
Not Akron. Is it Akron?
No. Look at you. That's what I'm talking about. Don't try to shout my shit out.
I know it's Ohio.
So I want to shout out my folks in Columbus, Ohio.
Columbus, okay.
Which is a big difference from Cleveland. It's not just that misconstrued.
Yeah, I don't mean any disrespect. That's Columbus, okay, my bad.
Yeah. So shout out to my people in Columbus. I actually had a cousin that just passed from cancer. So I want to shout out Keontae up there and have Keontae Freeman. And I also want to give a shout out to her mama, which is one of my favorite cousins. I have a story behind that, but I don't feel like telling it right now because it kind of takes me to a place that I don't want to be right now. But definitely shout out to Rochelle Ravens. He probably doesn't listen to the podcast, but I shout her out too because it's one of my favorite cousins. Shout out to all my family, my sisters in Columbus, my brother who's in Mansfield right now. I also want to shout out my daughter. I said before that she just had. I didn't tell you that she had her other son, didn't I? I mean, I told you, but I don't know if I said it on the show.
I don't remember. So say it.
Yeah, so she just had her other son. on the 19th, on Father's Day. So definitely a shout out to her. That's my baby girl. My big baby girl. Who's a grown woman now, 28 years old as of Monday, the 4th of July. So definitely a shout out to her. Definitely want to shout you out. And everybody else who's out there listening.
Yeah. Hold up. I'm going to take the place of our third member because I know she would want to shout out to. It's either one of her son's birthday or her grandbaby's birthday.
Okay.
But saying definitely shout out to Nessa's, both their sons and their kids.
Mm-hmm. So we out of here. We gonna smoke something.
We're gonna drink something.
And we're gonna say whatever's on our mind. Thank you for coming out. Good night. Peace and blessings. Mm-hmm. James.